Good morning, everyone. We say Kalimera.
Kalimera.
Yeah. Or Kalispera.
Kalispera.
So, World Greek Language Day was yesterday, but we are celebrating the spirit of the World Greek Language Day today due to some reasons. There were some official assignments, and Her Excellency, the Ambassador of Greece, was busy. Today she is with us. We are honored to have you here, ma'am. And I request Professor Lazaros Lazaridis to tell us to give us a welcome.
Kalimera. Okay. Kalimera, welcome dear students, Your Excellency, distinguished professors. I am very pleased to welcome you today to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the proclamation by UNESCO of the International Greek Language Day. The date, 9 February, yesterday, coincides with the death in 1857 of Dionysios Solomos, Greece's national poet, who wrote the hymn to liberty, which became the Greek and Cypriot anthem, national anthem. The day is to honor the extraordinary continuity of the Greek language. It is one of the most ancient living languages recorded on written documents linking more than 30 centuries of linguistic history. Its creativity and influence has produced great literature that shaped narrative, poetic, and dramatic forms. Key works in philosophy, history, mathematics, and early science are written in Greek and remain foundational. Koine Greek is the language of the New Testament and of much of Byzantine theology and liturgy. Central to Christian cultural history, the Greek alphabet introduced systematic vowel notation and became the ancestor of other major scripts, Latin and Cyrillic. Thousands of Greek roots form the basis of modern terminology in medicine, biology, mathematics, astronomy, philosophy, aesthetic art, and overall humanities. Its education value. Studying Greek deepens critical reasoning, the understanding of etymology, and the roots of Western ideas and culture. This is why I am grateful to JNU for having offered me the blessing to teach once again, after retirement, this wonderful language. And I catch the opportunity to invite more students to attend our courses of ancient and modern Greek. Special thanks go to Dr. Dionysios, former professor at Naples University. He is the one behind our day. He conceived the idea of the International Greek Language Day and promoted its proclamation first by the Greek Parliament and then by the United Nations. I welcome you and wish you to enjoy the day. Thank you.
So, with this welcome note, I request my student Vidushi Singh to come and welcome the guest with a bouquet. Vidushi is PhD student in Greek studies. The first is in Greek, Shivanshi. Second is Vidushi. Present the bouquet. Maybe Navya can come and join Vidushi to present the Professor Lazaros. Now there is the third PhD student. We have a video message from the Deputy Minister from Greece on the Greek language day. Here is the video, short video we are playing.
Είμαι πολύ συγκινημένος διότι σήμερα δεν γιορτάζουμε απλώς την Παγκόσμια Μέρα Ελληνικής Γλώσσας. Ο σημερινός εορτασμός είναι ο πρώτος μετά την επίσημη καθιέρωση της 9ης Φεβρουαρίου ως Παγκόσμιας Μέρας Ελληνικής Γλώσσας από την UNESCO. Είμαστε όλοι περήφανοι γιατί η 9η Φεβρουαρίου έχει πλέον καταγραφεί επίσημα στο Οικουμενικό Πολιτιστικό Ημερολόγιο ως Παγκόσμια Μέρα Ελληνικής Γλώσσας. Και όλοι εμείς πρέπει να αισθανόμαστε ακόμα πιο περήφανοι καθώς η ελληνική γλώσσα συνεχίζει να ταξιδεύει, να εμπνέει και να ενώνει γενιές Ελλήνων σε όλο τον κόσμο. Σας ευχαριστώ θερμά.
Thank you. Now I request Professor Lazaros to present that video UNESCO presentation you were saying?
No.
Oh, okay. So then I request Her Excellency Mrs. Elti Kutsumitopoulou, the Ambassador of Greece, to share her views on the World Greek Language Day with us.
Dear Deputy High Commissioner of Cyprus, respected Dean, respected Professors, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to thank the Greek Chair JNU for organizing this event today. I have thought long and hard of what to share with you for this celebration, the first World Greek Language Day. I'm not a specialist, I'm not a professor. There are a lot of professors here that are going to talk about the Greek language. And also we have the video of our Deputy Minister explaining how proud we are that the Greek language has a day, the year recognized by UNESCO for its celebration. So I decided to make it personal. And I decided to make it emotional and just recite a short part of the poem about Greek language, my language, that touches my heart every time I read. It's by the amazing poet Dionysios Solomos, a part of his great work, Axiom and Still. And I'm not going to read the translation. You have the professors here if they want to translate it for you. Τη γλώσσα μου έδωσαν ελληνική. Το σπίτι φτωχικό στις αμμουδιές του Ομήρου. Μονάχη έννοια η γλώσσα μου στις αμμουδιές του Ομήρου. Στο χώμα το στρωμένο με τα μπελομάντιλα, κνήσες, τσουγκρίσματα και Χριστός Αγάπη. Με τα πρώτα σβάλα των Ελλήνων. Αγάπες μυστικές, με τα πρώτα λόγια του Ελλήνων. Μονάχη έννοια η γλώσσα μου, με τα πρώτα λόγια του ήλιου. Thank you. It's Greek language day anyway.
I request Mr. Heraklitos, the Deputy High Commissioner of the Cyprus. We are very grateful that with a very short notice he accepted our invitation and he is here. So Mr. Heraklitos, please say.
To everyone, great honor, Your Excellency.
Excellency, respectful faculty members and dean, professors, dear students, it's a great honor and genuine pleasure to be here. It's my first time at JNU. My name is Dionysios. I serve my tenure at the High Commission of Cyprus in New Delhi. Actually, it's my fourth month in India, and I'm very pleased to be among you. Thank you also for inviting me. It is an honor to be here. I will try to make this occasion and highlight if we can get a meaning of it and what makes it meaningful. Basically, I wrote several things, but I will go out of the text. In my approach, the World Greek Language Day invites us to consider how a language can function as a bridge between cultures. As I mentioned, I am a diplomat, so I see this. I see building bridges. I also see the carrier of a memory, tradition, and also the contemporary thought, and I will try to balance between them. And of course, I will mention my country as an example. Cyprus represents a unique case among other Greek spaces within the Greek-speaking world. It is a place where the Greek language has been preserved continuously for over 3.5 millennia. And despite, of course, successive conquests and profound geopolitical transformations, I need to mention here that the history of Greek in Cyprus coincides chronologically with the earliest historical attested form of the Greek language, the Mycenaean Greek, roughly in the mid-second millennium before Christ. From those years onwards, Mycenaean Greeks gradually settled on the island, bringing with their language also their culture, which prevailed over pre-existing cultures and languages. Cities, many Greek city-states in Cyprus, with Mycenaean urban planning, Greek religious practices, Greek-style institutions. All of this testify, let's say, the Hellenic environment, the Hellenic transformation of Cyprus. The form of Greek language that took root in Cyprus belongs to the so-called Arcado-Cypriot branch of ancient Greek dialects, a particularly conservative variety with strong Homeric features. And at the same time, the island developed the Cypro-syllabic script, an autonomous Greek writing system that has preserved unique texts, such as the Dionysios tablet. And this Dionysios tablet is one of the earliest attestations of state-organized public healthcare in the ancient world. And what is also important is that its decipherment also played a crucial role in the decipherment of the linear B, which of course confirmed that the Greek nature of the Mycenaean language, it is indeed there. And of course, then you have the Hellenistic period, and Cyprus followed the broader trajectory of the world with the emergence of the Hellenistic Kimi, the common Greek, which became the language of administration, education, and culture. And then you have Romance and Christian period, with again, Greek is dominant in Cyprus. This long historical continuity makes Cyprus not just a peripheral outpost, but an active and integral part of the Greek world. And here lies a key scholarly insight. Cyprus is not merely a place where Greek is spoken, but it is indeed a living laboratory of linguistic continuity, and it demonstrates how a language can adapt without losing its core. Cyprus survived not because it was sheltered from historical upheavals, but because it endured within them. Then we have the Frankish and the Venetian and the Ottoman rule and the British rule, of course, but the language functions still as a space of cultural self-awareness, some might say as a quiet resistance and resilience, while also serving the common means of communication among all communities, as is the main function of any language. Even nowadays, I need to say that all communities in Cyprus, because Cyprus is a multi-communal society, use Greek as their main language, namely the Latins, the Maronites, the Greek Cypriots, and even the Turkish Cypriots before the Turkish invasion of 1974, the division of the island, were using mainly the Greek language. I want to refer also, yes, I'm getting to the end, don't worry, on Odysseus Elitis as well, one lyric by Odysseus Elitis. Allow me to read in English. This great novelist poet writes, and he wonders, in what deep bosoms, in what depths did you hide your language so that it would not be touched for 3,000 years? Allow me to say that I almost tempted to disagree with this, because it was not sheltered, as I mentioned before. Cypriot example shows that the language was always open, and the deeper message, I think, of the Greek language is that its resilience derives not from isolation, but from the openness, let's say. And Greece and Cyprus did not fear evolution. And yes, that was also the core meaning of the Greek language, because how you could build this concept of philosophy and science and democracy, and that came from everyday experience without being open. And then we have the terms of logos, the terms of dialogue, the terms of democracy, the terms of history, ethics, which are not just terms, but they are modes of thought, modes of open thought that travels far beyond the geographic boundaries of the world. India is among them. At this point, I would like to extend the hand to all of you. I would like to say that Greek does not belong exclusively to those who speak it. It's a more, as a matter of talk, quite something beyond that. It belongs to those who study it, to those engaging with it, to those who preserve it throughout the centuries without being native Greek speakers. And of course, countries like India, with its own ancient philosophical traditions, are not merely interlocutors, but natural partners in this dialogue between the two cultures. So in closing, I return back to Cyprus as a symbol. And Georgios Seferis, the other novelist, reminds us that we're few, we're not widely read, yet we speak Greek. And here I think there is some kind of meaning that I can take, because, okay, we're few, but the Cyprus experience shows that the language can be, and it needs to be, both a root and openness, especially if you're a small lingual community. You need to have strong roots, but also you need to be open in order to get all these new insights. And this is how you maintain, this is maintained basically by memory and also openness to the future. And the Greek language remains ready, at least to embrace the world, not through imposition, but through dialogue as it happened throughout its historic phases. That was it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Heraklitos. Thank you so much. And now I request Professor Bhargurji to share his views on this day. Professor Gupta, President of the University, and board's members.
Kalimera Sas, greetings to everybody. Indeed, it's a very special day. There are not many languages in the history of the world that have stood the test of time and have contributed to the growth of language itself. Greek is certainly one of them. And in India, we have had Sanskrit. The history of both ancient Greek, ancient Sanskrit, right up to the modern times, has very strong parallels. In fact, such acute parallels that one needs to study them once again in depth.
a lot of philological work was done in the 17th and 18th century, and I need not recount that. And many theories and different sociological approaches came out of it. But I feel that still the real scholarly work is still to be done, just to show how much tremendous affinity there existed in very ancient times between India and Greece, and namely Sanskrit and Greek. You know, it was almost 30 years ago, I was visiting this University of Ioannina up in the north. I was talking to the professor there, and he asked me this question: has there been any exchanges? And I gave him one or two examples. I said that there was a time when, you know, the iota was pronounced, or the epsilon was pronounced as mu or u, and now it is pronounced as e. So he contested, because there are quite a few people who contest that in Greece. And I said, look, we have an example preserved in Sanskrit that no, it was pronounced as u. Now you have this common word, syringe, in English. In modern Greek, syringe, ancient Greek. In Sanskrit, it was taken, adopted in Sanskrit from ancient Greek, and it is pronounced as suranga. Now, all of you would understand, even those who read Hindi, that suranga means a tube. So it's exactly the same thing, but it is pronounced as su, not as su. So this is an evidence of the massive interchange that took place. Of course, there are hundreds and hundreds of other words, like the common word we have now, kendra, in Hindi and Sanskrit. It's a purely Greek word. So, and similarly, there are hundreds of words which through Arabic and Persian came into India. So there is a whole history of this, and it needs to be explored once again, because most people don't even know about it. For instance, the common word, Persian word, and also in Arabic, musiki, is a pure Greek word. The word for music in English, music. So in Arabic and Persian, and the word traveled to India, and in present day Urdu language, musiki, we think is an Arabic word. Like kalam is not an Arabic word, kalamos. So there are hundreds and hundreds of words, and through language itself you can trace the amount of interchange that must have happened in ancient times. So study of classical languages has to be done, I suppose, with another dose of seriousness in modern times, because we are very anxious in our linguistic theories these days to show the development of language, as to how languages change. And our common standard is that more quickly a language changes, the more dynamic the language is. But the truth is not that only. It is not only adaptation or adaptation, but it is also the immense ability to preserve and sustain what has been inherited, which is very important. If it was not the case in Greece, then you won't have modern Greek, which is not too far away from ancient Greek. I think my guess, it may be wrong, that if an ancient Greek were to come to present-day Athena, then in about a few days he'll be able to understand the language and talk very comfortably. And same is true in India. If Kalidas comes to JNU Sanskrit department, he'll be able to talk very nicely, very comfortably. As a matter of fact, preservation of Sanskrit has been in two different streams. One is that it has been preserved as it is, right from most ancient times. And there is the other stream that it has led to the development, expansion of several dozens and dozens of modern languages. So this whole phenomena as to what language really does and how language carries ideas and how language interchanges with other cultures is to be studied in a fresh manner, and nothing can be more important for people in India than to study the classical language of Greece, that is ancient Greek and Greek modern times. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Now I invite Mr. Kumpana Biula from Thailand. He has to say a few words on the day. He is assistant professor of Greek, modern Greek at University in Bengal, and is joining our chair as a PhD student very soon. So, Kumpana, please.
Kalimera σας. Πολύ χαρήκαμε είμαι εδώ μαζί σας. Today I want to share my experience about Greek language. I think that you know now I'm the teacher of Greek language in Thailand. My journey of loving Greek language began in the most unexpected way. One day I intend to attend a Thai language course, but by mistake I walked into a Greek language class. And when the professor, Miss Ajahn Usa, she came to the class and asked me, why do you want to study Greek? I could only smile and realize that I entered to the long classroom. Yet I decided to stay and complete my full 3 hours classes. During that time, I became fascinated by the sounds, grammar, and the depth of Greek vocabulary. After the class, I recall something many of my English teachers had said, that a large number of English words, especially academic and philosopher's terms, originated from Greek language. Suddenly it all made sense. The English we use every day in deeply connect to the ideas and culture of ancient Greece. Motivated by this realize, I decided to continue studying Greek, even though it is a challenging and less commonly studied language. This lesson felt like opening the door to the world of philosophers, writers, and thinkers of the past. I began to understand that language is not the words. It is the way of thinking and a bridge connecting the past to the present time. Later, I had the opportunity to pursue a master's degree in Greece by the scholarship from Greece. It's successfully. Studying Greek in its of original brought the language to life through daily conversation, tradition, and culture. Each lesson helps me to see foundations of thought and how language can connect people across time and civilization. After completing my studies, I had the privilege of working as a lecturer in Greek language in Thailand. This role taught me that learning language is not only a personal achievement, but also the way to open the world to others, allowing them to see and understand different cultures. Today, I am the only person formally teaching this language in the country, in Thailand. And now I am the first and the only assistant professor in Greek language in Thailand. These achievements are the result of my decision to pursue Greek language from the very beginning. I am so proud of my journey and deeply grateful of Greece for the opportunity I was given. To those who are currently studying and those deciding what to study, and to those still unsure of which path to take, I want to offer the word of encouragement. Sometimes the greatest interest, being by chance a small mistake, can lead to a remarkable discovery. Choosing to study something you are truly passionate about, even if it is not widely understood by others, can be the beginning of meaningful journey of learning and growth. The Greek language we study does no more than given vocabulary and grammar. It shapes the way we think, opens our understanding of philosophy, science, and culture, and shows us that a single language can connect people across time and civilization. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear Professor Kumpala. Now we have presentations by the students. So I request Vidushi and Vidya and Sulekha to present the poems which they have prepared.
Hello everyone. Me and my fellow students who have been learning Greek since last semester from Professor Alvaro are going to present two poems for you. These poems were written by Nikos Kratsos and Manos Hadjirakis. So Nikos Kratsos was one of the important Greek poets of the 20th century, a poet who bridged myth, history and modern life. And Manos Hadjirakis is one of Greece's great composers who transformed poetry into music that could be sung, remembered, and read. Together they created this one particular album called Tapara Loka, which translates to these absurdities, which is a cycle of songs that are rooted in folk tradition but are deeply modern in spirit. They are partly sincere and partly cynical, as you will see in the two poems that we have chosen. Its subject is, as the line itself says, immortal Greece throughout its glorious journey. It's a journey of Greece's memory, its loss, its beauty, and its resistance. The first poem is Ephialtes the Persephone, which translates to Persephone's nightmare. It uses the myth of the ancient myth of Persephone and Hades to talk about modern destruction. It's an ecological poem that talks about industrialization, environmental loss, and the erasure of sacred spaces. Myth becomes a warning and poetry becomes protest. The poem will be sung by the following students, Sanjog, Krishna, Pedros, and Snake. Please welcome them. Now we will turn from sincere to cynical, and our next poem is called The Virgin's Prayer, or I Prosepki Vispartheni. It's a lyrical and ironic poem that draws from folk song, literature, and history. With human and tragedy intertwined, it reflects on love, desire, the human excess, echoing voices from modern Greek poems like Palamas and Thronsinis. The poem will be recited by Divya and I and Pedros. Me ikosi fithinopora ke anixi kamia, apten yepati toskasa ke pigas ten lamia, imon grula ke abragi ke doseri ki orea, posto patha manulamo ki aga pisa ekdoria.
To go politu erotos, iena parafrosini, iafto ki oali vasas evnicte tifrosini.
Στο δρόμο μου στρουσάνε και με φωνάσαν γόλφο, μα ευτυχώς το τάσο μου τον λέγανε Ροδόλφο. Ήμουν ψηλή και αναλάφρη και αφράτη και μοιραία, πως εμπλέξα μανούλα με τέτοιο διαφθορέα.
Το γάο πολίτου ερωτός γεννά παραφροσύνη, γι' αυτό και οι νέοι μουσικοί θαυμάζουν τον Ρωσίνη.
Από σκάλι, σάλο σκάλι και από φιλί σε πάθος, πήρα σοκάκι ανάποδα και μανοπάτι λάθος.
Ki apto Rodolfo sto mina, ki apton Cosma ston pano. Pela gossa manulamu, ke tora tina kano.
Το γάο πολίτου ερωτός γεννά παραφροσύνη, το διαβάζα στον Παλάμα, το φρικά, τον Τροσίνη.
Now we will play the song for you. The singer of the song is Melina Mercury. We will play the song in a while. We will play the song for you in a while. For now, let's move on ahead. One of the Nobel laureates of Greek, Georgios Seferis, was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1963 for his lyrical writing. Now, Professor will recite the poem Epi Aspalathon for us.
Ήταν ωραίο το Σούλιο, τη μέρα εκείνη του Ευαγγελισμού, πάλι με την άνοιξη. Λιγοστά πράσινα φύλλα γύρω στις σκουριασμένες πέτρες, το κόκκινο χώμα και ασπάλαθη, δείχνοντας έτοιμα τα μεγάλα τους βελόνια και τους κίτρινους ανθρούς. Απόμακρα οι αρχαίες κολόνες, χορδές μιας άρπας, αντιχούν ακόμη, γαλήνη. Τι μπορεί να μου θύμισε τον Αρδιαίο εκείνο, μια λέξη στον Πλάτωνα θαρώ, χαμένη στο μυαλό τα βράδια. Το όνομα του κίτρινου θάμνου δεν άλλαξε από εκείνους τους καιρούς. Το βράδυ βρήκα την περικοπή. Τον έδεσαν χειροπόδαρα, μας λέει. Τον έριξαν χάμω και τον έδαρα. Τον έσυραν παράμερα, τον καταξέσκισαν απάνω στους αγκαθερούς ασπάλαθους και πήγαν και τον πέταξαν στον Τάρταρο που λέει. Έτσι στον κάτω κόσμο πλέρωνε τα κρίματά του ο Παμφίλιος Αρδιαίος, ο Πανάθιος τύραννος.
Okay, this is the cover of a book written by an Italian professor, Viva il Greco, alla scoperta della lingua madre. Long live the Greek language.
Now I invite Dr. Alan for the closing remarks.
Bravo, Pedia. As we say in Greek. Thank you. Before I say a vote of thanks, I request the chair of today's event, the Dean of the School of Language, Literature and Cultural Studies, Professor Shobha Shankar, to share a few remarks on today's day. And she has been, the strength behind every effort we make at the Greek chair. Professor Shobha.
The dignitaries present here today are other guests who have come here to participate in this function, my colleagues and dear students. First of all, I thank all of you for having come here to JNU and to the School of Language to celebrate the International Greek Language Day. It's a great honor for the school and for the Greek chair to celebrate this day in the midst of all of you. And I really don't have words to thank you for sparing your valuable time and being present amongst us, amongst all the students. In fact, today is even more important because I think this day comes in the midst of the winter school that is being conducted by the Greek chair. So we have even more people, more stakeholders who have who are present here and who have expressed their interest in celebrating everything Greek. And I would also like to share with you a very nice feeling that I had a little while ago when I heard all these performances in Greek. I think this is for the first time in this committee room with the students and with all of you that we actually heard the Greek language being celebrated with poems, songs and other events. And it was a wonderful feeling of hearing this language being used by our students. Because till now it seems to be very notional. We have a Greek chair, we have courses in Greek culture, literature, but the language was hardly spoken, and it gives me real enormous pleasure to hear our students using the language. And it's a wonderful way to celebrate the Greek language day. Because we are a school, we teach about 23, 24 different languages, and I hear other languages being used like this day in and day out. And I really missed hearing Greek by our young students. And today I would I express my gratitude to our professor from Greece, who is actually teaching the language to our students, and to the Greek chair, who is behind all the effort, who is working tirelessly to promote the language, literature and culture, for having organized this function and for giving visibility to our students, and for having prepared such an excellent program. Congratulations and bravo. By the way, bravo is also used in French. I'm a professor of French, and probably we borrowed it from Greek, I don't know, but it's part of the French language that I teach.
In fact, it is one of the phonetic signs we use in addition and alpha, bravo.
Okay.
Bravo.
Okay.
Phonetic signs.
So, in fact, I would thank Professor Bharat, who showed us the link between different languages, particularly between Greek and Sanskrit, and perhaps many other Indian languages, to see how languages evolve, absorb words and expressions across cultures, and how we adapt to speaking different languages by accepting and understanding other cultures, which we do more today than any time else. And I'm sure this exposure that our students have got to Greek Language Day will encourage them to dive deeper into Greek culture. And I'm sure as the years go by, these programs in the language will increase. And right now we offer optional courses in Greek. We offer additional courses for the MA program. We offer courses for the MA program students from other languages, and we also offer PhD in Greek studies, which is recent, which is a new addition. I think it will be in a very short time, I'm sure, we will even start offering a BA and MA in Greek language. The way things are progressing, I don't see that it will be too late. It will be sooner than later that one day we will offer a BA program in Greek language followed by an MA program in Greek language. It would give enormous pleasure to the school, good exposure to our students, and a befitting tribute to the Greek language. So with these words and with great hope, I thank you all once again and wish you a wonderful Greek Language Day.
Apologies for the delay, but we still want to play the song for you, so here it is.
Μεγάλωσα μανούλα μου, δεν ξέρω τι να κάνω.
everyone, and hopefully by next year when we have learned much more, we will have more to offer you.
Thank you, everyone. We are very fast for the day. We still have half an hour to go officially, but it was really wonderful exchange of ideas and the good way to celebrate our language. I'm really honored and grateful by the support and by the suggestions, by the motivation given by Her Excellency Mrs. Kaliti Kusumilopuru. She has always given bright ideas, and we are really honored to follow her advices. She has been behind the chair since 2013-14, I think 2014 for sure. And because of her, we are able to progress in a remarkable way. Thank you, Ambassador. I'm grateful to Mr. Heratitos and Mr. Avagoras, who is representing Cyprus in India right now. Besides India, 9 countries, I think Cyprus in this high commission is taking care of. It was a request, say just 4 or 5 days back, and it was accepted, and he is here with us. Thank you so much for your I'm grateful to other guests who are here, especially Mr. Rajesh Malhotraji, Deepaji, who is here with us. They both are taking good care of the relationship, friendship between India and Greece through Indo-Hellenic Friendship League, and we are thankful for their presence today. I do not have enough word to thank Professor Bharat Gupta, who has been with us for decades, I can say. He is inspiration for all those who wants to not only focus on the literature but also the other parts like aspects, music, culture, and extensive traveler to Greece. Many times he has been there, got awarded by Onassis Foundation, and a continuous motivation comes from him. So thank you very much, sir. I should thank Dr. Shakir Musa, who is not visible amongst us. He is sitting like a student, but believe me that sometimes when I get, I feel tired and sometimes angry because of many reasons, he always supports me from behind. His every message becomes an important message to lighten up and brighten up and do things in a better way. Thank you, Dr. Shakir, for we have Ms. Kirsa Poki with us from the Embassy of Greece. She has recently joined India, and I welcome her and thanks her for being with us. We have Sachinji, Vice President of Indo-Hellenic Friendship League with us. He is also participating in all 7 days workshop, winter workshop from very first day. And today he is also here with us, a pilot by training, but Phil Heleni through practice. So always take interest in all the Greek programs. Thank you very much for taking our time. I'm also thankful to Ms. Upasana Dhankar, who works to support the efforts of the Greek Chair, the Indo-Hellenic Research Center, and the Indo-Hellenic Friendship League, 3 organizations which are active in the field of dissemination of knowledge about Greece. So thank you, Upasana, for also grateful to the professors from different universities in the country, especially from Lucknow University, who could not join us, but they have sent their students to participate in the workshop. We have Akhilesh, Nitin, Sonu, Koshi, Tulika, Devansh. They all have come to Lucknow and they are staying here. And for 7 days they are practicing the modern Greek language. We have initiated the training of the language in Lucknow through them, and I hope they will carry forward the learning of the Greek which they are doing here. So thank you all of you to come here and join us for this program, and especially for the World Greek Language Day. We have many others. Professor Kutubuddin is sitting here, our senior professor from our department. He is a good friend, always support all the efforts of the chair. And most important, all the students who are pursuing the different curriculum part of the not only language but history, civilization, intercultural studies. And this day, I would like to say this, that by the presence of Mr. Heraklitos, we will also try to add some, if not much, but some part of the Cypriot studies, which we say Cyprus studies, Cypriot studies, along with the Greek, modern Greek studies through our efforts. So this is my promise to you, that you will see the presence of Cyprus also somehow. With these words, I again thank you all the staff and the other members of the university community who have helped us in creating this wonderful event. At 1 we have lunch outside. I request you all to have your lunch before leaving the venue for the day. Thank you very much. Thank you.